Ladies and gentlemen, and every other beautiful individual and entity, my name is MrMaximumAustin, and today we're gonna continue our little ice-capade into the Ice Climbers history with a playthrough of them in the All-Star mode. Doesn't that sound like fun? If I can find the Ice Climbers, that's the wrong character. We'll go ahead and do medium normal for them. And yes. Oh geez. In celebration of what this is but outside in my neighborhood, and probably in your neighborhood as well, we're just looking at the different things, the different appearances of the Ice Climbers. So maybe a game, an NES game that you might know. Maybe these characters you might be familiar with. But yeah, get away from us. I love that final thing, like. Ah! Catapult these guys away. And here it is. This is the rest area for the All-Star mode in Super Smash Bros. Melee. I think you can die here. Yep. Well, if you go far away, that far. And I like this. I think the music is ripped from. It's ripped from Kirby Superstar, I think, for like a similar area in the game. But yeah, this is a lovely park. You see the trophies in the background. I don't know what the back is supposed to be. I think it's a fountain, maybe like a park area. But this looks lovely. It might be based off of an area in Japan. Or near HAL Labratory or the Nintendo offices in Tokyo, Kyoto, that region. But I don't know. But you know what? Hey, still can appreciate it. And obviously in this mode, you tackle the different characters of the game. But in this one, it's random, which I think is a little bit more interesting. Obviously, we fought Ice Climbers. Now we're going to Donkey Kong, and we'll go to a completely random Nintendo character afterwards for no reason. They do get a little bit trickier because you will be facing... first off, it'll be a solo match for the first few, then you'll face 2 characters, then you'll face 3 characters, making it a four player free-for-all. So there we go. Good job. Okay, you can disintegrate into nothing, I guess. That's fine. That's what all my loved ones do in my life when they don't want to be with me. They disintegrate into nothing. Like, oh hey, Dad, I wanna play some I want to play baseball with you, Dad. And he's like, oh, son, I need to, no. And then he disintegrated into nothing, which was the 5th most heartbreaking experience of my childhood. I'll tell you what. I keep making these jokes, but, my dad is still around. He never left. He was there, and he cares about me very much, so. I want that on the record. And here we are facing Mario in the please help me in the Super Mario 64 inspired stage. Grab onto the thing. There we go. I guess life was already full of disappointments anyway. Yeah, this is kind of tricky depending on the difficulty setting. But I don't really like this stage. I didn't really like Rainbow Cruise in the original game anyway, so you can imagine how I feel about this one. About this. And let me tell you what, I loved Super Mario 64. I just didn't... As an obstacle course, it's fine, but as like a level, so like an environment to explore and around, not the best, but... I was looking up some speedrunning videos, and there appears to be like fan-made mods of using Super Mario 64 assets, and I would like to play them at some point. They seem to get really intricate, and they seem to be very creative, even though they are using assets from a Nintendo game. But you know, as long as they're not profiting off of someone else's copyright, I think that's fine. I think we're in the internet age where copyright is a fickle thing, and obviously there's a lot of reuse and new ideas being built, new stuff being built off of other stuff. So I actually have right next to me a document from like this like center for like college for like lawyers about like copyright law, and it sort of tells like of this story about like how copyright, it was written in like 2017 or 2016 I think, and it was sort of written sort of like commentating about how copyright is an environment. And it's if you ever read Scott McCloud's Understanding Comics, it's that similar format of sequential art that I would recommend. We're informing the public with YouTube videos. Scott McCloud, I think that's his name, Art Spiegelman, these comic book guys, they were doing it with the medium of comic books, and they're awesome. And obviously we're facing two absolutely evil individuals with Mewtwo and Ganondorf of Pokemon and Zelda. I think still each character is represented by a stage, even if they don't have enough stages to go around. Obviously there's like 4 Zelda characters in this game, and they only have like a few Zelda stages. So what do we do? What do? They just put Mewtwo, for instance, on Battlefield, and I think if I remember correctly, Ganondorf, if you fight him singularly, or he's or if you fight him at all in this mode, there's a good chance you're going to be in Brainstar Depths, which is the Metroid stage with the Godzilla monster in the background, if you know what I mean. So obviously I know his name, I know the name of the thing, but you know, not everyone's caught up to date with things. And let's I think we can take on the 2 Star Foxmen. This stage I don't really like at all. It has a weird shape, the items bunch up. I like the environment, I appreciate doing something different, but I like Star Fox, I like Star Fox 64, but this is not a good stage. Let's wave dash into the if we can figure out how to do it. Now here's my wave dashing skills. Oh, someone send me out to Las Vegas to compete in Evo, am I right? Woo! And let's just go ahead and there we go. Don't want to repeat of last time. And let's go ahead and face the other characters, Pikachu and Captain Falcon, 2 of America's sweethearts that hasn't appeared in a Snickers commercial yet. Betty White only got popular because of that Snickers commercial, and everyone knows it, but they won't acknowledge it. No. Oh no, please go, please. Have a fun time. Go to town on these guys. There we go. Hammer versus Hammer. Who will win? And I do want to say, obviously, this stage is unlocked once you unlock all the characters, and maybe you have some time to fiddle around with some of them, fight some of them, really understand how they work. And I guess I might as well say this, since we're fighting Pichu, who's not a good character. We do, we do get some Gen 2 Pokemon in this game. I forget some of the. Obviously, we saw Bellossom in the previous video. Charizard, there he is, and Scizor, Cyndaquil, yawning, Yawnmon. And let's prepare for battle against Dinosaur, Starship Trooper, and scary screaming child. In this really small stage. This the only one of like what, 4 that people play in tournaments, which is fine, which is okay. I do plan on making a video in honor of Evo, namely on one specific thing that you might be familiar with, that you might know about at this point. Something unfortunate, but yeah. In other news, Injustice 2 is doing pretty good. I think people are liking that. That's good. And it is a good game. I mentioned it several times before I like that series. Even if you're not a fan of comic books or DC Comics, it's still a dang good fighting game. If capes and cowls don't really tickle your fancy in fiction. Maybe in real life they do. Quite literally. And also if you refer to your fancy as something else entirely. Let's just fight these guys. How about that, huh? Hey Mario, I'm fighting in space. The Last Starfighter, but starring Luigi. And hopefully I don't want to die, please. Please don't give me this Smash Brothers BS. I don't know where my character is. There he is. That has to come up in Smash Brothers plays. I don't know where my character is. Please save me. But you just gotta smash them, and they should go away. Just like your problems. You smash them in the face, they go away. In real life. Not really. I give terrible advice on these things. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure Nana's out of the way. There we go. And let's face some secret characters, some clones. It's Dr. Mario. It's Ness. It's Roy from Fire Emblem. Probably one of the better characters in this game. And he's okay. If I remember correctly, this is his actual first appearance. I think he first appeared in that Game Boy one, in the Game Boy Fire Emblem, a few months before. Marth appeared in the very first one, and also in an anime that got brought over here for whatever reason. Which I wish people... If there's a good video... Again, okay. If there's a good video on someone covering the Fire Emblem anime from like 93, 94, please do. I know it was licensed out here. I know ADV got the license to it and they decided to put it out. And I think Nintendo... And I think the Japanese voice actor for Marth came back to do his voices in Smash Brothers. So that's cool. I think that's cool. He seems like a cool guy. I saw a picture of him. He has a handsome voice. And what do I... let me... There we go. Let me face these guys. Speaking of. Come on. Come on. Let me beat you up. Eskimo style. Let's just... Oh, come on! Do something with the buttons. That'd be awesome. Oh, jeez. I'm not having a fun time, Eddie. Yeah, it gets ruthless sometimes. There we go. I managed to defeat one of the evils. I already died on Mario. Please. On an early one. Please don't. Nope. Come down here, Marth. I dare you. There we go. Have a fan. Have some ice. It's on me. Oh no. You're as cold. You can just stay there. I can just not. And I like this stage. It's a fun stage. I want to hurt this man. There we go. It's a decent stage. I like Princess Peach's castle all right, even though a lot of things in Smash Brothers, the size comparisons are a little bit weird. But let's go ahead and take care of our final guy. It's Mr. Game & Watch. And let's see what they do for his final thing. I can't remember if it's a team. Okay, it's a team. So let's just... I really wish they could give us the C smash option where you use like the control stick or the second analog stick. Ah! There we go. Continue. We're gonna continue. We're gonna finish this thing, even if it kills me. So, I could have done that run better, but you know what? This is video games. There's no right or wrong way to play video games. Well, maybe I can do better than this. But yeah, the final end to All-Star, it's always going to be, in Melee at least, it's always going to be Mr. Game & Watch, and you're going to beat him up. You're going to beat up him and his children. His cousins. Oh, please get away from me. I imagine it gets pretty challenging. Again, might revisit this sometime down the road. Come fly with me, fly away. And this stage is interesting, but it's kind of... I think I like this better than its successor in like a brawl. Like there we go. We're done. The evil... Several continuations. What are you talking about? And obviously we got our trophy, a little alt color that details their up and down special. Them doing the tag team tether weatherman. And obviously we only have Mario at the moment. And there we go. And the same music as always. Let's continue with the ending now. As we speed through this final credit sequence. What do we get? I don't know how to feel about this one. Oh, boy. This is scary. This is every man's nightmare.